I've switched it up today. I'm filming from my closet. I'd love to know the day ones that have been here from the beginning that remember when I used to film from my closet in my old house. I always used to film from my closet. It was the worst lighting. It was not the best camera, and we're still actually working on this because I still always feel a little amateur when I'm filming myself, but I thought we could just switch it up a little today. Like, I don't know if you guys like that. I figured it might be a nice change. So let me know if you kind of like the same kind of setup all the time, or you like a little switch up, because I personally do. Today we are talking all about handbags, some of the hottest handbags for 2022, and specifically like fall winter, what's really starting to trend and get really, really popular going forward. So let's just jump right in. Before we jump in, I'd really like to thank today's sponsor, City Beauty. Firming serum and sculpting cream, sign me up. If you've never heard of City Beauty, they are a luxury skincare brand that really cares and is really passionate about clean and research-driven ingredients. So look, your fashion mom hasn't heard of aging. We don't know her. But if it's gonna have to happen, I really love City Beauty because I really do feel the products working. They feel active on my skin. It's almost like I can feel the firming serum activate. It's giving science. But in all seriousness, this brand City Beauty really is focused on helping people combat the first signs of aging and well into aging. So if you struggle with fine lines, hyperpigmentation, dark spots, wrinkles, they've got a product for you. Now, I've been using a lot of City Beauty products, but these two are my favorites, and I wanted to focus on these today because I love them. And one of the reasons for that is because, like I said, I really do feel this working. When I put on the serum, I feel it like activating on my skin. It's not really a tingling sensation, but it is an active feeling, like the ingredients are doing something, and I love to feel that in my skincare. So the Uplift Firming Serum is an ultra concentrated formula that focuses on a younger, tighter look. The marine-derived ingredients inside this serum target the look of wrinkles and sagging skin in as little as 30 minutes. And you might be asking yourself, but Mom, we don't see any wrinkles. Exactly. Now with the firming serum, this is something you're gonna wanna use twice a day, massage it into the skin on dry skin, and I love to massage it upwards. Give a little facial massage, you know what I'm saying? And this is literally my favorite combo. I love to use them both together as they should be used. I let this dry and then I use the sculpting cream. Now this sculpting cream, oh, chef's kiss. It makes your skin feel so firm, so tight and right with the most beautiful ingredients. Big fan of peptides. Huge, huge fan. Very easy to use, super simple. Dime size amount, that's all you need, morning and night. Massage it in and let it dry. And of course, you can follow it up with beautiful eye creams from their line. These two are my favorites and the ones that I am just obsessed with because they really make my face feel plump and hydrated and tight, just really good. Luckily for you guys, my children, City Beauty is giving you a 35% discount code. 35%, who does that? It's your mom. We got the hookups here. City Beauty, friend of the family. You know what I'm saying? 35% off. Use my code MAYTAL35 for a discount site-wide. Anything your little heart desires. Everything's gonna be listed down below. Make sure you check out the description box. And thanks again to City Beauty for making me look so forever young. All right, let's jump into today's video. And by the way, how's my little outfit of the day? How do we like? The hair's a little dirty, so we're doing a little claw clip. But staying on track with what's important today, handbags, handbags, handbags. So let's talk about the popular bags we're going to be seeing fall winter and well into 2023, starting with that oversized huge YSL hobo bag. It is called the I Care Maxi shopping bag. I think I'm saying that correctly. I care. I care. Do I care? Yeah, I care a bit. This is a very cool bag. Now, when I first saw this bag, I was really into it. You guys know this is very much my vibe and my aesthetic. I am a little bit stuck in Olsen twin era. Now, as I've said many times, I got my finger on the pulse when it comes to fashion, and I love trends and what's new and hot in fashion, and I love to stay on trend within reason, things that I love. You know, I'm not going to wear something that I don't love just because it's trending. But when it comes to an oversized bag, I am so here for this trend. Now, this YSL Hobo is coming in at a whopping $5,360. CAD, by the way. That's a lot. When it comes to handbags, and again, this is how I've always been, I for the most part stick to the classics. I will indulge in sometimes an it bag that I love, maybe once a year, maybe less, maybe more. You know, some years more, some years less, some years none, but I do generally stick to the classic. This bag was just not worth it for that price point. I'd rather put $5K towards like a Chanel or an Hermes bag, something like that. I'm especially glad that I didn't buy this bag because I feel like it's gone gangbusters and become so popular. I see it on my Instagram scroll literally every day. I see it on the explore page, the like search page, and I definitely see it on TikTok. It's a beautiful bag. It's oversized. I am so glad I didn't bite the bullet on this. I do really love it aesthetically, but it's really expensive. Next for today, I want to give a shout out to the Loewe Flamenco tote. This is definitely popular and becoming more popular, but this might be less of the super popular, if that makes sense. Like, it's not for everyone. It's not that mainstream. Loewe in general is one of those brands that's a little more understated, and not everybody loves Loewe. I absolutely love this bag. This is one of the bags that I splurged on. This is a bag that comes in around the $3,600 price point. Again, CAD for the large size. It comes in a few different sizes. I think it's very stylish and understated. And I wanted to put it on this list because I think it is gaining popularity, but I love the fact that it's a bag I don't see all the time. It definitely is an it bag. We have seen it on some fashionistas, and Loewe in general is kind of like a if you know kind of aesthetic, which in general is something that is becoming more popular in fashion. A lot of people just want to be a little more exclusive when it comes to fashion. And so some of the brands that tend to have a more understated aesthetic are gaining more popularity because people kind of want to have that exclusive feeling when they're wearing fashion. When they're spending a lot of money on something, they want to feel like I'm up on this and you might not be up on this, but if you know, you know. And that's exactly how Bottega used to be. And Loewe is kind of following in those footsteps where the brand is just gaining more and more popularity and becoming more of a mainstream fashion brand. Next, I want to talk about the Balenciaga Y2K bag. That's how I think of this bag. I don't even know what it's called. It's called the Le Cagole. Cagole? Cagole. I'm so bad at this. You know this bag. You definitely know this bag. Also a very popular bag. Now, here's the thing. When I first saw this bag, I was not feeling it at all. Yes, it gives me very Y2K vibes, but it also just feels kind of cheap to me. I don't know. It gives me Claire's energy. I don't know. It's like growing on me slightly, but like not enough that I'd buy it. You know what I mean? I'm seeing it online for some websites at $2,800, but mainly around the $3,000 mark. CAD on Balenciaga.com. It's a lot for a small little bag like that. I just wouldn't drop the cash on it. I don't love it enough. It's very hot in fashion right now, and we're going to be seeing it more and more going forward. I think this is going to be around for a while. Next for today, we have the Fendi baguette. Now, there's a lot of bags within some of the fashion houses that I'm talking about today that are kind of popular, but I've just chosen the ones that I think are the most popular from them, and I think Fendi has a lot going on right now, but the baguette is kind of like the most popular right now and the most iconic. Now, this bag is like, I think 20 or 25 years old. They just celebrated that anniversary in New York for New York Fashion Week, and we saw a lot of that Fendi baguette in the current Fendi collection by Mr. Kim Jones. This is an iconic bag by the House of Fendi, and it's a bag they're pushing a lot right now. We have seen it go up and down in popularity. It was very popular on Sex and the City, and then it kind of died down, and now it's very much back again, which is kind of like the fashion cycle that we've seen time and time again. So the Fendi baguette really coming in strong these days. We're going to be seeing it so much going forward. Whew. Next for today, we have the Chanel trash bag, also known as the Chanel 22. Here's the thing with this bag. Everyone was kind of hating on this bag when it first came out, and me personally, I'm not into it. No, not at all. Not spending that kind of money on this bag. I don't even know what it costs. Let me search this up. Okay, wow, is this in CAD? That seems cheap for a Chanel bag. For what seems to be like the mid-sized Chanel 22, it says $5,500. I think that's in Canadian, but I'm not sure. Still, even though that seems like a reasonable price for Chanel, not a reasonable price, and I know that that's kind of annoying to even have to say for Chanel, but Chanel is just typically so much more expensive. Even though that does seem lower price for Chanel, I still would never drop that on this bag. Now, people were roasting this bag when it first came out, but I do see this bag gaining more popularity. I see more people wearing it. I'm seeing it photographed more. I've seen it more in video content. So I really do think this bag is going to be gaining popularity, and I think it's a trend we're going to be seeing going forward with other fashion houses. I mean, Balenciaga also released a trash bag purse, which literally looks like a Glad trash bag. Kind of atrocious. I mean, whether you like it or not, it's a bag that people are slowly starting to gravitate more and more to, and that's kind of how these trends go. They kind of pick up pretty slow, and then they become more and more popular, and these fashion items get more exposure, and people kind of like acquire a taste for these things. We've seen it happen with so many other fashion items that we all hated and then, started to kind of like. You guys know that doesn't usually happen to me, so with this bag, it's really not a bag you're really gonna ever see me buy or have, but it's definitely getting more and more popular. We are going to be seeing this more going forward. Next, I want to talk about the Gucci Jackie bag, which we've talked about for a few seasons now, and I just think it's still so relevant and so popular and just not going anywhere anytime soon. So if you invested in this bag a couple years ago, I'd say that was a pretty good investment for a Gucci bag, because some Gucci bags don't have staying power that much, but the Jackie bag is known to be an iconic bag. This bag is not new, it's just always redone and brought back into popularity. Like a few years from now, this bag will die down again and it will kind of take a back seat. 20 to 30 years from now, we'll see it resurging again, because again, that's how popular fashion trends work, especially the iconic pieces within certain fashion houses, right? Like the Fendi baguette and the Gucci Jackie. This is a bag that has gone up and down in popularity, and it's up again. And last for today, but certainly not least, I'm not going to talk about one specific bag, but I'm going to talk about the crescent bag in general, and many crescent bags that are very happening right now. This is just a bag we are seeing so much more, and again, something we did see like early Y2K 20 plus years ago. That was the vibe, and it's back again. The crescent bag, we're seeing it by Fendi, Bottega, Miu Miu, Loewe, even Louis Vuitton is doing this crescent shaped bag with the Louis Vuitton loop, I think it's called. Loewe is doing the Luna, Bottega and Miu Miu still doing those little armpit bags, and Bottega's been doing the crescent forever. Like it was always just like that big hobo bag, but now they're kind of smaller with the little Bottega Jody, and we're seeing the Jody in a new way with like the spaghetti kind of vibe to it. And just this aesthetic of this crescent bag, small, big, structured, slouchy. It's just a thing that's happening. And these are bags we're definitely going to be seeing so much more going forward. I think these are going to be around for a pretty long while because they're just starting to pick up right now, which means we're going to be seeing them more and more. We're definitely going to be talking about them going forward in fashion. And there are so many great options for this. And of course, when it comes to these handbags, because they become so popular, especially with certain fashion houses and just across fashion in general, there's always good, affordable fashion options with these trends. And that is it. That totally wraps up my list. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I love talking about handbags because I love handbags. Who doesn't? Let me know if there's any bags on this list that I missed, because sometimes when I watch my videos back, I'm like, oh, damn, I should have talked about this, or I should have talked about that one. So if there's any bags that I missed, make sure you leave them in the comments or leave me anything at all in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I'll be back really soon with another fabulous video, and I cannot wait to see you. So until next time, bye for now.